just Salami Town. So what is up, my fellow gentlemen? How are you guys today?
I am doing great.
Hell yeah.
Thriving.
I heard you guys were out filming earlier today. That is super awesome. And Daniel, you were eating a fantastic lunch.
Yes, indeed. I was grubbing.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty maxed out at the moment.
Dude, speaking of maxed out, are you maxed out at traveling yet? Because you've been doing so much traveling recently.
No, I'm not maxed out.
Tell me about your travel stories. I want to hear where.
Well, I mean, the only reason that I'm traveling a lot right now is because it's just like summer, and that's peak event that's the season of events and shit. So like all the street jams go. Oh, wait, am I allowed to curse? Am I not allowed to curse?
You do. Say whatever you want.
Okay, don't tempt me. Yeah, but it's just there's hella events going on, specifically street jams. So like the ones, dude, I went to the Green Bowl Jam, and then from there I went to the Denver Jam, and then from the Denver Jam we went to the Milwaukee Jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Green Bull Jam. I know that they did that like a while ago, and I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was more of a homie event before, and maybe they were just trying to film a video.
I'm pretty sure. I honestly don't know the context behind it. I just know that they had it once. Trent killed through the event once, released the most legendary video ever, and it's only legendary. It's only legendary because everyone watched it years ago, and we're like, oh my God, that's such a sick bowl. And it's green and whoop de yada. And then after that, nothing ever happened after that. So time passes on and they throw the jam again, but for public. And everyone's getting hyped over it. It was really sick.
That's sick. What was the vibe there? Because it was on the East Coast.
Dude, it was so hot.
Yeah?
It kind of vibed out everybody. But the vibe was pretty sick because everyone was throwing down.
It was definitely more, I would say, a street jam vibe than like a comp, you'd say like a park comp.
Right. It definitely did not feel like a park competition.
No.
At all. So
was the objective of it to have like a podium finish winning, or was it, what was the objective of the conversation?
I don't know about podium, but I know Burke won. Jay Burke. Yeah. He won. And well deserved as well. He was shredding the bowl the entire time and constantly just like doing fucked shit. What did he do? Him and Busty did the up and over. Yeah. In the pocket. Yeah. That shit was so dope.
That's so sick. I feel like bull riding and scootering is kind of an untapped medium compared to other.
It is 100%, but Logan is bringing it to Logan is on the forefront. Logan is finding all these pools. Logan is taking people to the pools. He's giving pins out, and a bunch of boys are getting clips, and it's really sick. Especially for This Is Scootering. If you haven't seen This Is Scootering, go watch it because the boys killed pool riding. Never before seen scooter tricks being done in pools.
They had like a whole section in the video.
Yes, that was all in Vegas. Tommy and I went. We tagged along with the boys. It was really sick. Logan sent them maybe like 5 pools. Something like that.
But the point is all the pools that we got were from Logan. So
yeah.
He hooked it up.
Logan gets all credit from me.
Well, I've heard through the grapevine that Logan is becoming integrated with like the pool skate scene, and he's becoming friends with like that whole scene. And I know there's a network of tracking down pools and putting together a list of current pools. I feel like pools are so interesting because it's such a maybe a time limiting spot compared to other places like a handrail. Like pools aren't designed to be ridden; they're designed to be filled with water. So it's like how long can a pool go with being empty and also being like not watched by somebody?
Right. Well, it's being on Aztec trips with Logan. I've definitely found out how he acquires so many of the pools, and that fool drives with his maps open on satellite. And so he's just driving, looking at the satellite view. And if we pass a spot with an empty pool, he'll pull over and we'll we'll just pull over and we'll check it out. And if it's filled, obviously we can't ride it. Or if it has some water, we'll
drain it.
We'll drain it.
I saw in the This Is Scootering video, there was it was almost like a B-roll clip or something of, I think it was Austin Coates. Like
them looking for the pool, but it was full. Yeah. Dude, one of the pools in Vegas, we went to the pin Logan sent us, and then we looked over the wall, and there was another dried pool. So we hopped over, got a couple clips there. And I was kind of sketched out because they had like a cat. What's it called? The thing that cats climb?
Oh, cat tree.
A cat tree. There was a cat tree.
Hey guys, I think y'all's mic stopped working. Sorry to
Check.
ruin the energy.
No, you're good. I gotta put my phone on silent. Just found out.
Gotta change up this
Yeah, you're right.
You're good.
But I want to be able to hear you, beautiful bastards. And it's not live, so
Do you need help, Clayton?
I always need help. Could you plug that in?
Catch a bullet hose. Oh my bully, yo. Hey, what does that say? Do you want me to feed it to you? Or are you just gonna yank it?
Just gonna get it. It should work.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Is it tangled up?
Thought this was really smooth,
Hey,
It
fucktard,
never
use the
is.
coaster.
Thanks.
Significant cunt.
That's like.
Don't fuck up this table.
You seen the newest or I don't know if it was the newest one. He like puts the glass. He's like, hey. He's like, there's already rings. Yeah, they're all from you.
Yeah, what was that from?
It's from Loki.
Yes, that's what it is.
Oh, have you guys been watching that?
Yeah, I love Loki.
It's so good.
I'm a slut.
Slut for Marvel.
I'm a slut for Marvel and Star Wars. Anything that Disney bought out. Significant. A total cunt who
iCarly
thinks
too?
they're important.
iCarly's Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Is it?
Did you see that they didn't they reboot it?
Yeah.
On what?
I don't know. I think F.
Fighting Nickelodeon Plus?
I want to say
not.
it starts with a P.
Nick at Night.
Oh, Paramount.
Paramount Plus. That's where it's
That's
at.
what it is. Paramount is Nickelodeon.
Yeah, you're right.
So it is Nickelodeon, just like not Nickelodeon.
Yeah, they're just decoying
Paramount.
themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, because didn't Carly say bitch?
Yeah, they're allowed to swear
Yeah.
now.
It's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Is Sam a part of it? I heard she's not.
Oh, she's not.
Well, what the fuck?
RIP.
You just don't want to act.
She is that the reason?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is it working now?
Check.
Oh, it's working great.
Yo. Check,
Yo.
check.
Alright, we are back up and running.
Are we good?
Sicko mode.
Go.
All right, hell yeah.
Alright, sorry about that, guys.
All right, so we were talking about pools a second ago. We were talking about hopping fences, and you were telling me about the cat tree in Vegas.
Yeah. So we go to one of the pins that Logan sent us. Pool's empty. Brian got a clip. Nick got a clip. Cheaty got a clip, I think. And then Coates looked over the wall, and it's someone's backyard, but the pool's empty, and it's a prime pool as well. So all the boys decide to hop over, and it's the one that Tedrick did the bar back disaster on,
Yeah. Okay.
like under the diving board.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was sketched out because there was a cat tree. There's a cat tree. I'm like, yo, I think someone lives here. And all the boys were like, no, we're chill. Like, it looks empty, run down, whoop de yada. And like mid-sesh, this old lady from her house opens the door and she's like, hey, you boys can't be doing that. Like she was there the whole time. She lives there and everything.
Damn.
And she was very chill in the beginning. She
Yeah.
was like telling us like, hey, you can't do that. Can you please leave? Blah, blah, blah. All the boys are saying, yeah, it's cool. We'll leave. We already got the clip. It's whatever. And like not even a second later, she just flips out on us and starts yelling, all right, I'm pissed off. You need to fucking leave. Blah, blah, blah. It was weird. It was really weird.
Damn. You need to get out of my cat tree pool right now. That's so funny. So I know you filmed quite a bit of the American This Is Scootering video.
I filmed a good amount.
And
Only because of the fact that their stuff was lost.
so can you, from your perspective, can you tell me about that whole instance? Because I feel like I
No.
was, no?
Just kidding. Yeah.
I feel like I was on the tail end of it. I was around the people when it happened, but I feel like you had more of an inside scoop on.
Well, they wanted to hit the redirect in Fountain Hills.
Yeah.
So that's where it got
That's where it happened.
I got taken.
Token?
I got taken.
Got taken.
Got taken. I got taken in Fountain Hills at the redirect. And all the boys were stressed when it happened. And I mean, it got swiped from Rudy, and shit went south from there, and the boys had a tough time like collecting whether they wanted to continue. Rudy was saying they had the option to just fly home and call it quits, because rumor had it, I heard from all the boys that they all got really, really insane clips on the East Coast, because they started on the East Coast, like I think in New York, and worked all their way to here, to Arizona. And all that footage was just gone.
How do you come back from that? Like,
well, they're like, you just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, there is no coming back. You just got to keep going. And like, that was the talk that we had to have. We spent like a whole day not doing anything because the boys were so bummed. And we had to have a couple conversations whether they were going to call it. Some of them were ready to call it. And then the rest of them, mainly Devin, Coates, like Devin and Coates.
Yeah.
So, how do you say Devin's last name?
Shuzowski?
Could be Plush. And Austin
Seven
Coates.
Devin.
Hey, yo, chill. Come on, dog. Don't bring the past up.
Gosh.
Could be Plush. And Austin Coates. They were the ones motivated to just like really keep pushing. And I was like, yo, if you guys want to, like, I'm down. I got my camera. They acquired Coates' camera. We had the same camera, HMC 150. So the footage was,
Yeah.
what is it, like seamless? That's the right word.
So when I know you went out to the East Coast and you filmed.
Yeah, I filmed
Cody and Chris.
Cody and Chris.
Was that move in like a pre-planned move that you guys were going to do regardless, or is that because of the?
So I started filming here.
Yeah. Right,
with the boys, and then we went to Vegas, and then they went to Boise, and then kept going all the way to Portland. And while they were in Portland, I got a phone call from Rudy asking if I could go film at Woodward, because this is scootering required to have Mega Ram clips. It was like a requirement. And he was not allowed to go to Woodward. So I had to fill in for that.
Because he was filming the other boys.
Yeah, and other complications.
Oh, okay.
Woodward was not allowing him.
Yeah.
And so I had to fill in that role. I mean, I already filmed while they were here. So then why not have Daniel go? So we got my flights for the next day. Cody and Chris too. Like it was rushed because we only had an X amount of days.
Yeah.
Like we literally filmed them maybe. We filmed the 2 days before the video, like the end date for filming. So it was a time crunch for sure. And not only, dude, and the fact we went there, none of us looked at the weather, but it rained the entire time we were there. So we found this like 4-hour window. We sweeped the mega ramp. Like,
yeah, I saw that footage, like the B-roll.
Yes, we had to sweep all the water off, dry it off, and then the boys were able to hit it, and they had to get all their clips within those 4 hours.
Wow.
All the other Woodward footage was inside the, in the skate parks, inside. But we had to find the time while we were there to get the mega ramp clips. The main reason we were there.
So what was the original plan before going out to Woodward? What was the plan for the mega ramp clips, or was there?
I don't think there was.
Got you.
I think they got I think they were hit, like the boys while they were up in Portland. They got hit up like, hey, so did you guys acquire like the mega ramp clips? No, we didn't.
No.
So they had to figure that out.
I think it's so cool that this is scootering made so many disciplines of scootering come together. Like the fact that you had to have mega ramp clips. Like what other video has required that before? Like
I don't know. I felt like that was a ridiculous requirement.
Were pools a requirement as well?
Pools weren't.
That's interesting because
that was our choice.
I feel like every team had pools as well.
No, Europe had no
I don't
pools.
think Europe did.
No, they for sure did.
Australia didn't have pools. They had bowls, but no pools.
Okay, you might be. Yeah. I for some reason I thought I remembered that there was because there was Tommy Cristiano's clip of him doing the nose blunt and the bowl that was like probably the most beautiful nose blunt done. Like it was executed perfect. But then I feel like I saw another version of that, and I can't remember if it was Australia or Europe's video, but it was a very similar clip. And I thought it was also.
I think you might be thinking of Cheaty's clip because he also did a front nose blunt, but he pulled. He did like the deck grab and then pulled back in.
Yeah.
Let me elaborate on how fucked the pool riding was, guys. Like,
Yeah.
look, I've never seen pool riding done like these boys did it. They were riding it as if it was just a quarter pipe, but it's not. Pools are way steeper. The transition is stupid cutty, and it's fucked. Like you don't see Tedric's back crook bar spin back in is so stupid.
Describe the quarter pipe.
Well, dude, if you watch it,
It's a wall.
it's literally a wall. Like he took the transition and hopped from the bottom to stall. And then like go watch the USA teams, this is scootering, and like really dissect the pool clips. Like you can see when the boys land, they just get whipped. They're like do 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 do. Because the transition's dumb cutty.
Yeah.
And most of the pools were walls. Especially the one that Tommy front nose blunted.
That one looks so steep.
Tommy was the only one that got a clip on that quarter because, I mean, Tommy just, he buckled. He buckled down,
He handled.
Yeah.
He handled. He's a man.
Damn. I think it's so interesting. I feel like skateboarders potentially have an advantage in pools over scooter riders.
100%. They don't have bars
Just 'cause
smacking their nuts.
Yeah, exactly. And so I feel like scootering clips inside bowls are they're so new and they're so hard. Like they're so difficult. You know what I mean?
Right. But shout out to Logan Fuller for making that possible.
Facts. And Cooper Clark.
Yeah. Coop. My bad, Coop. Coop too. He's definitely been on it. But Logan has dedicated the past like year and a half to pools. He has like a full pool part coming out.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
The exclusive scooter pool part.
Yes.
That'll be such a great video.
It will be.
I know I know it's going to be in Logan's standards of videos, and I feel like every single video Logan releases is like a project. It's not just a video. And I feel like that pool project video is going to be like...
It's going to be sick. I luckily was blessed to have been there for a couple clips.
So is every single clip in an entirely new pool?
Yes, 100%.
That's so dope.
Yes. And dude, it's so funny how he comes across these pools. He told me that Trendkill like followed him around for like a day or two, just like, to get like a day in the life type
Like
video.
a lurking with kind of video?
Yeah, like a lurking with Logan Fuller.
Yeah.
So hopefully that drops soon and you can see Logan's process. Because when we were in New Mexico filming for the Aztec DVD, he found a pool in an apartment complex, but it was like a rundown, kind of abandoned apartment complex. There's people living there, but they were like beat people. Like
Yeah.
it was pretty sketchy. And Logan walked in. We were all waiting in the van, and he walked in, and he came back out, and he said he met some guy that said he'll let us ride the pool for like $20. Logan paid him 40, and fucking Logan, dude. He just wanted to ride the pool, but everyone else was like, bro, he's totally ripping you off, Logan. Like, he has no authority here. And Logan's like, nah, dude, he said it was fine, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'll pay like X amount just to ride this pool. We're like, dog, I don't think you have to pay anything to ride this pool.
It was just a random
He
pool.
was, because he told Logan, he was like, hey, yeah, you guys are chill. I already let everybody know, blah, blah. He goes, but if you see this girl, like lady this tall, pull up in like a blue truck, you guys got to go.
Like he knows the security. He's just like,
Yes.
he's like, but you gotta pay me. Like,
Yes, Logan paid him, but he got his clip before any lady with a blue truck pulled up. So he got his money's worth.
that's so funny. My favorite thing about pool clips is when people are able to turn the pool into like a line. Like I feel like
He
there's
got a line there.
I feel like there's individual like singular clips that are very
Right.
cool, but I feel like when there's like a line around the pool, it really shows the character of the pool. And there's
But
one.
it's also tough to get lines in
No,
pools.
that's what I'm saying. Like it really shows the difficulty of it. There was one clip that Devin did in the This Is Scootering video.
the hip to hip thing.
Yeah,
He like hit both the.
he managed to like diagonally ride from one side of the pool to the other, and I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, Devin killed it. All the boys killed it. But fuck, those pool clips are so crazy, guys.
Are you getting any pool clips for your edit?
I have none. I have no pool clips. Look, my peak pool riding was, what summer was it, Tommy? One summer we had like 5 pools on tap, bro. It's crazy.
You were telling me about that.
It was so fucking sick.
There was 5
We
pools.
had one downtown. It was an abandoned apartment complex. That one everyone knew about, like, because it's downtown. Word gets around. It had like this octopus, like, tagged on there or whatever. We went there. We sucked back then too, so it was like hard for us to get cool clips. But we also had 3 in the neighborhood, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, we had like 3 in the neighborhood because houses were just being knocked and then rebuilt. And one of my favorite ones was, it wasn't much of like a transition. It was more of like a bank to wall type pool, like a public pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was in all corners. I was also really hyped because, I mean, we were like freshmen, sophomores around there. And I was nobody. None of us were anybody in scootering. And Tyler Whelan liked my photo because we took a I was doing just like a front wall ride on the pool. Yeah. And he liked my photo and I was going nuts. I screenshotted it.
You're like, yo, T-Wee liked it.
Yeah.
T-Wee liked the post.
He was sick.
That's
so I was hyped.
When I was in Oregon, I heard something very interesting about like pools, access to pools. And there's one of the guys that was on the trip, he said, when you guys should go look for pools in areas that have been hit by forest fires. And I was like, that's interesting, because all of the pools are still intact, even though like the entire houses they were attached to are burned down. So,
is that true, Tommy?
Probably. That sounds reasonable.
So I feel like that's like a step. I know forest fires are very unfortunate and it sucks that they're a thing, but I feel like that's the ultimate maybe perk of it.
But dude, that's always how it is with us. Like COVID, bust out, everywhere's closed, nobody can go to school.
But nobody can school.
Nobody can go to school, so we can hit up the schools.
Facts.
All pandemic, we were hitting schools.
I heard stories about, I think it was John Dev, where he was like, yeah, I went to the school all 5 days of the week and I didn't get kicked out once, but normally I would never be able to do that. Right. And I was like, damn, like that is a good opportunity.
It's crazy.
So after you were filming This Is Scootering with the Boys, I saw you went on some more trips to street jams around the nation. And I feel like something cool about street jams. I feel like they really they were big before, but I feel like they really started emerging during the pandemic when like other events were not acceptable to put on. But I still feel like street jams were put on, and I don't know if many were. I know the Denver one you and I went to was put on during the pandemic. Yeah. But even Dynamic got some whiplash. We even got hit up. I don't even know if you remember, but some kids were telling us like, "Wow, dude, there's a pandemic." Blah 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 blah. But I feel like now even it's like the amount of street jams that are happening versus comps that would normally be in this time. Right. You know what I mean? Are just not happening. Well, the ESCO one's about to pop up. So make sure you guys go to the ESCO comp. Shout out Scooter Farm for making that happen. Use discount code Burrito when you shop at the Scooter Farm. Plug. Hey, if you want to use code White Trash for the farm, you know, support. But you want to use Burrito. So the ESCO one's coming up. All 3 of us right here, we're gonna hit up the Chicago one. Nice. That one's gonna be a lot of fun. Have you been to the Chicago Jam before? Dude, so I've only been to one, and that was 2016. I went to the 2016 one. So you haven't been for a while, right? And yeah, I just haven't been. Tommy went. Did you go to 2?
I went to just one, the 2019 one.
Got you. The last one.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah.
Damn. So you guys just went to the Milwaukee Street Jam, though? Yes. We went to the Milwaukee one. Shout out to Cramps for winning it. Yeah. It was fire. It was really sick. Shout out
Cramps.
Shout out Glob Boys. Shout out Will Wesky. Shout out
Brian Chavez.
Shout out Brian Chavez. All the boys who made that happen. We've never been to Milwaukee. It was a beautiful place. 6 spots. Really, really good spots. Look for the Northern video recap video coming out soon. And it was really tight. The boys really threw a good jam. Cramps threw down. A lot of the boys there threw down. And it was sick. We flew into Chicago because we wanted to film in that area.
And then because Milwaukee was just like an hour and a half, drive up,
Yeah.
we were like, we'll just hit the day trip there. And, that's what we did.
Hell yeah. Were the people that organized the Milwaukee Street Jam the same people that organized like the Shy Jam? Or was
it seemed like it, but I honestly don't know.
Like, was it
I haven't
familiar?
been since 2016.
True. Okay.
And tilt through that one.
Yeah.
Tilt through that Chicago Jam. The Milwaukee one, it was the Glob Boys. I think Busty had a lot to do with it.
Okay.
Because he was filming as well. And I know for a fact that he's throwing the Chicago Jam this year.
Busty is.
Yes, because
Okay.
Tommy told me. Dodano.
Got you.
Yeah.
Dude, street jams are, I feel like, elevating scootering to a whole different spot right now. I feel like I forget who I was talking to, but it was somebody was telling me like the best way for a kid to get out of their comfort zone
Is a street jam?
is a street jam.
That's Cramps.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you that. He's the kid that they're talking about. Cramps thrives off of people's energy.
Yeah.
When there's hundreds of kids, not just kids, but people looking at him,
He goes off.
Noise, and that's just where he does the best.
Yeah, some riders are comp riders. Cramps is a jam rider.
Yeah. Cramps
That-
100% is a jam rider.
That over 5-0 that he did.
Fucked.
That was so nuts.
That shit was fucked. And oh my God. It took so long for him to do it though. He dragged it out.
Oh
So,
my god.
I'm not trying to take away from it at all. I'm just sharing the experience.
share the experience. Share it,
so that
share it.
the-
Yeah, no.
so that, so that the listeners have a better time, listening to the podcast instead of just, yeah, it was sick. So Cramps dragged it out hella. He wasn't even going to hit the rail. He never hit it before that. That was the first trick he did on that
Wow.
rail. We pulled up to the spot and dudes were looking at it. Cramps comes up to me for no, he doesn't have to share with me, but he comes up to me and he goes, yo, Burrito, I don't think I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, okay, dog, you don't have to. And I get to my position to film, and kids are starting to throw down. Cramps keeps running up, and every time he tells me, he's like, nah, right? And then somebody did a trick that made him want to do it, because that's what he feeds off.
Yeah.
When he rides with other people who are just like really throwing down, he feels the need to throw down as well.
Yeah. He's done that for such a long time, even when he was at Woodward.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
that's who he is.
that's the best type of, that's just where he does the best.
I think it was the kid who did the backflip on the rail. After the kid who backflipped the rail, Cramps saw that and he was just like, okay, I gotta do this now.
Yeah. So then he
I gotta lip slide it, but with my dropout.
funniest thing, dude, there's so many roll-ups. Okay. So he took like maybe 6 run-ups. And Busty was like, dude, fucking do it. Like, just do it, Cramps. And he sent it and he almost landed it first try. And he like ran back up, sent 2 more that ended up in like splits. Like he did the splits, the first one, and the second one he did the splits even more extended, like eagle spread, and he clapped his nuts on the ground.
No.
It was so funny. Like for me.
Yeah.
Because,
It was funny for it was funny for all the northern boys. Like,
I'm sure there's a scream to follow it up.
it was so funny.
bro, and everyone thought everyone watching thought he fucked up his ankle. And they-
Right. It really looks like he fucked up
It
his
really
ankle.
looks like he fucked up his ankle. Everyone is thinking, oh fuck, he's not gonna be able to walk. And then he screams, my balls!
Yeah. So funny.
I broke my balls.
So then he gets up, runs back up, and I think he was saying he wasn't gonna do it, and Busty was like, Cramps, you already did it, dude. Like, you already did it. Just do it. And he was like, oh, okay. And he convinced some other kid, if you hit it, I'll hit it. And so the kid board slid it. It was like, yeah, your turn, Cramps. And then the whole process started from the beginning. So he had to run up another 6 times, but the last like 3 times he ran up, it's so funny. He like ran up with the weirdest grin, like looking at the rail, super like, you remember the smile, bro? He like rolled up. It was like so his smile was from ear to ear. And he's like, yeah, right here, right here.
He looks hungry.
Went back, did a run up. Yeah, right here. Third run up, Eric from like the corner. You just hear Eric, one more smile and he's got it. It was so funny.
Fucking Eric.
So that he went for it, and then he took his foot off. But then he went back and he landed it.
Hell yeah. That's so funny. I didn't see any of that footage before, and all I've seen is just the
it
land.
was such a fucking process. It was so dragged out.
And then, so he's standing at where he's getting ready to run up for the rail, and people are walking by on the sidewalk just trying to go about their day. And they see this fool. He's like, because you know how Cramps gets. Like, he starts yelling. He's like, fuck. He was getting mad at himself.
Wally Whip energy.
Yeah, Wally Whip energy.
You know, he starts and yeah, so some of the people watching are just like, what the fuck? They just keep walking.
Yeah. It was sick.
I love to watch pedestrians' facial expressions when they see somebody like mid-battle in a trick. They're like, oh, he's going through like an aneurysm or something.
They are going through one. Fuck.
Especially Cramps.
Dude, at the what jam was it? The Utah jam. Some lady thought we were protesting.
Oh, yeah.
Did she join?
Yeah, she like came to the big group of people. She's like, so what are you guys protesting today? And Clayton was like, stairs.
Yeah,
We hate stairs.
yeah. I was like, yeah, we're not a big fan of stairs. Like, we're tired of people
Fuck
using
these
them. Like, we want
stairs.
everything to be handicapped, accessible. You know, like
Yeah.
it's just messed up. It's not fair.
It's not. These are valid points. These are the conversations that we need to have.
Facts.
I'm over stairs.
So while you were on your voyage going to all these street jams, I'm sure you got a whole bunch of clips in between all of them.
For myself, no.
Not for yourself?
For other people, yeah.
Yeah?
Not for myself, though. The journey started with a trip to New York.
You were the Austin Spencer and
I was with Austin
Yeah.
Spencer, Isaac Padilla, Zach Rowan, and Liam Fellows, who met us
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, okay.
Because Tilt, shout out Tilt, flew me out there to film for Zach and just produce an edit of him. Because, you know, Zach's very underrated and he's very, very talented.
Zach is so good.
He's what's Caden and Reese and
From
Michigan.
Michi, yeah, Michigang. He's a Michigang boy.
Michi gang.
Michigang. Yeah. Pretty sure Zach's a Michigang boy.
Oh,
And
for
all
sure.
those boys are, you know, so. Yeah. So look out for Zach's New York video. It's going to be sick.
Damn, I didn't even know that he was out there filming for that.
Yeah, that's what we went for. So we did. Oh yeah, we went out there.
You were only
to
out
New
there for
York.
like a few days though, right?
Yeah, for like 2-3 days, and then
Got
then Liam, shout out Liam, drove us to Washington D.C. for the bowl jam.
Gotcha, okay.
And then the night of the bowl jam, I caught the red eye to Denver for the street jam because it was the bowl jam Saturday, Sunday Denver jam.
Damn.
Yeah,
Did you just travel alone?
yeah.
Okay.
And then I met up with Tommy, Nolan, Eric.
In
It was
Denver.
those boys in Denver, and then Cramps met up with us in Chicago.
Okay. So what was the Denver jam like? I know you and I
Wait, I did get one clip. Shout out Nolan for filming. I got one clip in
yeah.
Denver.
So-
It's a ledge clip.
Leak it.
I did a whip. I did a whip back feeble on this redirect ledge, and then I hopped 90 to like fakie front 50, and then front 180 heel out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that clip.
Yeah, you do.
So
Next.
what was the Denver jam like?
So good. All these jams have been so good. I feel like because of people being stuck at home from the pandemic,
Yeah.
the energy at these jams have just been beautiful, just radiant. Everybody at the Denver jam, everybody was so supportive of each other. Like, you know how sometimes somebody would do something fucked and then the next dude will do something not fucked?
And they'll get all the cheers.
And everyone's just like, at the Denver jam, anytime anybody hit anything, everyone went crazy. Like, I lost my voice, I'm pretty sure.
I love watching at a street jam when like a little kid goes for something, even if it's just like a bunny hop down a stair set.
Dude, there were these twins dressed like Isaac, like these little twins. I filmed one of them. I put him in the Denver recap video. He was doing a board slide on one of the spots, and he had the wife beater. He had the co-crew uniform. He had the wife beater, Dickies, tucked in. He had his helmet on though. Good choices are made. And then either Converse or P Flyers.
That's sick.
He was a short kid.
And you said there was 2 of them?
Yeah, they were twins.
That's so funny. The Isaac Miller twins.
Yeah, it was tight.
Dude, Isaac Miller destroyed that Denver Jam.
Dude, shout out Isaac. Apparently he's like sober, and he's been sober for like the past months.
Really?
I don't know how many months, but like, yeah. And he said ever since he's been sober, he's just been the best scooter rider he's ever been. And I agree. At that jam, he really threw down. I mean, even on Instagram, he's been doing such insane scooter maneuvers.
Yeah. No.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Compared to the last time that we saw him,
right.
He's gone
Such a drastic change.
He's gone so high, and
It made me very happy. The only difference is he put on a little weight, but it's all muscle mass, 100%.
that's sick.
I'm pretty sure. I don't even know.
That bar front 50 he did down that image 20, that was stupid.
Nobody saw that. He whipped out too. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
He did bar front 50 whip out.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I remember you and I scoped that rail.
Yeah, we just looked at it. Somebody told us there's a spot, so we went to go look at it, and we're like, "Oh, cool spot. Let's keep going."
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous.
Very.
So while you were on these trips, you were filming the Northern Boys. Is most of that footage now going towards the Northern full length that's coming out?
Dude, I've been wanting to put a full length together for so long, but shit always goes. Shit just it doesn't pan out because all the boys have other sponsors, and most of the videos end up going to the other sponsors. Yeah, it breaks my heart sometimes giving away the edits, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, it's
But right now we've started a part for Derek. We started a part Derek Marr. We started a part for Nolan. We've started a part for Tommy. We've started a part for. I don't have one because all my footage is for my Welcome to Aztec, and then for example,
yeah.
and then what else? I think that's all we have right now, huh? Oh, and then we're putting together a B team where it's just young kids. Like, it's gonna be a whole new team of young kids.
Tell me about that. I've heard a couple kids at AZ Grind tell me about that.
Right. So
I want to hear.
I'm putting a team together of just younger kids, the future of scootering, because we're getting old. Not saying we're gonna stop or because we're never peaking, making that clear. But people like new.
Yeah.
And a new team it definitely brings
New outlook
a
as
new
well.
energy, I just think it's cool to have the younger kids and then kind of guide them in the path that we feel is sick, but then they're gonna end up being sicker than what we thought was sick. And so I've collected a couple kids that I've met. I don't want to just put random Instagram kids together on a team because I feel like that's weird.
Yeah.
But some cool kids that I've chosen is Charlie Frank. He's super sick.
Very sick. Charlie Frank is one of my favorite kids.
Right.
He's
He's
in scootering
the
right
sickest. Colin McLean.
now.
Because he's
Also
super sick.
Super sick.
Really sick kid in Vegas. His name's Jay Money.
Okay.
Well, his name's not Jay Money.
That's his Instagram.
He's super sick.
Did you meet him on your while you were in...
I've met him out in Vegas twice already.
Okay.
He's really cool. And so far, no. And one kid, Gabe, who I approached. We haven't really known Gabe that much, but I kind of want him around us because he's the cousin of the friend that started riding when Tommy and I started riding. So when we started scootering, we had another friend, Adam, and Adam doesn't ride anymore, but his cousin does. And his cousin's 14 and has surpassed what we were doing at 14. Has surpassed us right now. He's 10 times better than we ever were.
Yeah.
So I hit up Gabe, and Gabe's really sick. He's out on the west side, not Glendale. He lives. His local is Rio.
Rio. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So is it mostly people just from Arizona that are going to be on the B team?
No, I want it to spread out, but I want to meet these kids first before I go anywhere.
Absolutely.
Before I add more on there. I eventually want to kind of fill a whole team. So it's the A string, B string team. They're the B string right now. Mm-hmm. Eventually they're going to be the A string.
Absolutely.
But they're the B string right now.
You know what's so funny is when you formulated the Northern B team, I actually had a younger kid I know, or not younger, he's a younger adult that I know. I'll just say his name. His name is Addison. And he came to me and he said something really interesting, and I thought about it for a little bit, and I actually wanted to tell you about it because it's pretty cool. So basically, he came to me and he's like, yo, Will, like, you got to start doing something with Undialed soon. You know, like, Daniel's putting together a Northern B team. Like, what you gonna do, Will? Like, are you gonna put together the Undialed team? Like, where's your love for Arizona? Blah 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 blah. And he was like putting me in this spot, and I was like, why are you doing this? Like, first off, like I think that's sick that Daniel is starting another team, and like, do I want to like compete with him and to poach? Like, no, that's not the wing. But basically what I told him, I was like, the best thing that you guys could do for yourself is to formulate your own crew / company
Right.
that you guys put effort into for yourself.
And they did.
And it's something that you don't have to look at me. You don't have to look at Daniel. You don't have to look at anyone else's approval. It's only about you. And it's what your crew wants to do with the rest of the people on the team. I was like, Addison, you need to form together a team of people of people your age that aren't just like, oh, they're good, I want them on the team. Like, no, like, you're fucking boys. You know what I mean? Like, you need a team of your boys. So that way when you guys are doing dumb shit, you won't have one person in the group that's like holding the whole group back or folds or something, you know. And it's like, no, but they gotta have trust for each other. It's like it's gotta be like a real crew. So I helped them formulate this crew of Arizona. It's only Valley boys, called Valley Heat, and basically the whole idea of Valley Heat is so that way these group of guys can work together and leverage themselves against potential sponsors in the future and potential and like just for their own self-image. So that way they could be like when they, hypothetically, I told this to Addison, I was like, when you're negotiating things with Mad Gear, you could always fall back on your crew and be like, yo, look how much attention my crew is getting right now. This is also attention that I'm getting. And it's just another resource. And I think the younger kids, especially our local younger kids, our Arizona kids, like we need to give them as many opportunities as possible. And because I feel like so much of having success in scootering or even in life is really just coming down to like believing in yourself. And I feel like so many scooter riders get caught into this trap where it's like, you cannot succeed unless you have a top sponsor. You cannot succeed unless somebody is feeding you. You can't succeed unless somebody else is giving you all the assets that you possibly need. When if a kid could just realize, like, wait a second, I have all the assets in front of me. I have a phone. I can take pictures. I can do everything. You know, like
Right.
Once kids can like grasp that, then I feel like that could build patterns in their life that they can carry over and translate. And I think that we just need to help them out as much as possible because
My biggest advice for that is when you guys are putting your crews together, either you guys decide who or one person steps up and learn how to film, because the crew is going to need a filmer.
yeah.
You guys need a filmer.
So the intentional idea right now is that I'm going to help them film like a little promotional video that's going to be probably between 15 to 20 minutes long. And I've already gotten some clips for that so far. And basically what it's going to be is it's going to be like a crew video that will get uploaded onto Undialed that basically is just kind of their introduction to themselves.
Yeah.
Another important thing that I think we need to do in scootering is we need to have events to promote shifts in scootering. And I feel like what needs to happen is like there definitely needs to be a premiere for this video. And at the premiere, there needs to be their new line of shirts that just came out. And also there needs to be some stickers that come out as well. So that way, that way when everything simultaneously drops, it's like a significant move. It's a significant gesture. And it's just like, that's the next goal that I'm working with them towards. But the other element to that is I know Charlie really wants to become a great filmer. That's something that he's talked to me about. He's expressed to me, and I feel like he's got the vision, or at least the initial start of the vision of what it needs to be. And in scootering, I feel like the street riders have a much better sense of style when it comes down to filming, and I feel like there's a lot more effort that gets put into that aspect compared to the park side of scootering. And I feel like if Charlie was able to take the the street filming and the street eye and apply it to a group of park kids and like obviously work with me and work with you over the course of time, it's like he could then start creating the content. He could then start creating the group or the outlook for the group, because ultimately, like, I could give them an identity, but I want them to find their own identity. And I feel like what that comes down to is like they need to have somebody in their group that's like dedicated, that needs to be their filmer. I'll help them out initially, but long term, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I'm curious what the future of edits and full lengths are.
Hopefully sick as fuck. Right now, a bunch of edits kind of look the same. I feel like a lot of people have the same camera. I'm included. But I mean, it's one of the cameras that are easiest to use. You don't have to, like, I had an HVX, fuck P2 cards. HMCs are sick because you get to use SD cards. And I mean, I don't know. It's just easy. Like at one point, everyone had a T3i.
Everybody
had a T3i. Right now, I feel like everyone has an HMC 150, and it's fine. It's cool. It's what is happening. But I feel like somebody needs to take the initiative to change that so that everyone can get a different camera.
Do you think it comes down to just the camera, or do you
No. The editing as well. If your vignette is showing from the fisheye, please crop your videos to 3/4.
There's so much like 4:3 HD footage that's like going out right now though. Like, you notice that? It's not bad.
Like in scootering?
Yeah, in scootering, skating, like.
But in
4:3
skating,
HD is, like,
they
popping.
even crop it as well.
Unless they have an
Like
extreme.
if it's April.
Yeah.
Like April do you keep up with skateboarding?
decent?
Decent amount. Have you seen April skateboards' videos?
No.
I love their videos. They film like 4K videos, but they're all in 4:3.
Like a VX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
That's
pretty
interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's because the cameras that they use when they attach the fisheyes, they get the whole vignette, so they can crop it to 4:3, and it looks it has that look of your SD cameras, but it's the most HD possible.
Is there a good alternative fisheye to HD cameras that is not the
The Extreme?
Yeah, the Extreme. Is there any other companies that make fisheyes?
No.
Not that I know.
Because they don't make those anymore, right?
The Extremes, they're gonna do a redrop.
to.
They're gonna
I'm on the email list.
you and Devin and
Yeah,
bro. Devin Devin has his money put aside for one. Like it's sitting.
Devin
Devin
Slazowski.
Could be plush.
Could be plush.
Could be plush. 7Dev fucking has his money aside for an Extreme. He was like, because he was telling me about it while we were filming for this scootering. He was like, because the boys funds run, and he was like, fuck, dude, I can't spend more money, like, or else I'm gonna have to dig into the Extreme funds, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to miss the chance to buy an Extreme because of the fact that they're discontinued.
Yeah. That's such a bummer they're discontinued. Like, and the other fact too is how expensive they are. Like, if you break that,
Isn't it like 3K?
So it's like, okay, back in the day when they were brand new, they were running about 3G. But since they're discontinued, they're selling for like 5,000 to 6,000 right now. So I might buy two.
Right?
If they
Not a
sell
bad
them for
idea.
3,000, and if they're discontinued,
Right?
make my money back. Just saying, hustler mindset, 100.
100%.
do you know how many they're making?
It's supposed to be about, I want to say 150 or 300.
That's still such a limited
That's
amount.
not a lot at all.
Not a lot.
No, sir. It's fucked.
And it's like a whole process. The person who, there's someone that is making the lenses and someone else that's buying all of it in bulk. Like he's spending probably like $150,000 of his own money, and he's going to be the one distributing it to everyone else.
So is it just a skateboarder just doing it?
Yeah, it's like some guy that's like down for it. And it happened with the MK1, you know, that fisheye.
Yeah.
They recently did that.
Okay. I heard a story about a guy who was like a repairman for fisheyes or something like that in skateboarding. He basically took all of the broken and returned fisheyes from like the manufacturer warranty, and he would just go and fix them. But it was like one guy who did it, and that was his full-time job, was to fix fisheyes. And like he's like the hidden hero of skateboarding that no one ever thinks.
That's crazy.
Him and
Never heard of him.
Knobbuster.
Him and
Have you seen
Knobbuster.
that account on Instagram? Knobbuster?
Yeah.
That guy.
That's so funny. I've heard stories about like guys who get hired to put on knobs who are actually skateboarders, and they do it really shittily just so that way you can intentionally knock off the caps.
True.
It's just, I don't know, it's so funny. The fact like skate stopping is like a thing, like, I don't know. It's very odd.
We almost had someone like that here, but he didn't fuck with scooters. And then Cramps folded for him.
Was it that do-it-yourself skate guy?
I saw that on Instagram.
Saw that?
Yeah.
Because you remember the bumps in front of the science center? The bump to like whatever we put, like a construction sign or whatever.
Yeah.
And they built like the rail, like the bar, or it was like a bike rack type looking thing, but it was a rail so you could hit the bump to rail. And he was like, if you ever want to hit it, hit us up. Or if you have spots that you need fixed or, take knobs off or shit, hit me up. And like, we would actually hit him up. Cole hit him up. I hit him up. I don't know who else hit him up, but he replied with like, yo, we don't fuck with scooters. Don't hit us up. So we're like, okay, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And then Cramps folded for him and became chill with him and blah, 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 blah. Cramps folds for anybody.
Did you guys see that video of the skateboarders ripping out the rail that Cramps built in Tucson?
Yeah, he folded for them too.
What happened with that situation?
That shit pissed me off. One, they disrespected him by ripping out his rail, throwing it over the bridge, and yelling, fuck that rail, fuck that rail.
Somebody must have started that, like,
Shop through a skate shop through the event.
yeah.
And then one other dude that Cramps knows is the one who incited the whole thing. After Cramps went on his rant saying, no, that's fucked up.
Yeah, because I saw in his story he had like
It took one sorry. Well, I wasn't there, but it seemed like it. I would not be able to take the apology. I don't care how fucking long it is. But they apologized to him, and they're all peaches and cream now. Even the dude who was chanting, fuck that rail, apparently said sorry to Cramps, and now everything's chill.
Well, like, what kind of sorry was it?
I don't know. He better have sucked Cramps' dick, bro, because I would not have let that slid.
Dude, that's whack.
That's disrespect to its finest.
They wouldn't have done that if it was just put in by a skateboarder. They literally wouldn't have,
But Cramps cannot. He cannot have bad blood with anybody. He's a very peaceful person. He always wants peace, and to an extent, that's sick. It's good for whatever. But that's not me.
Yeah, no.
Fuck that.
If I saw a video about a spot that I got made and I saw a group of skateboarders chanting like "fuck this rail,"
Would it take a sorry for you to be like, oh, it's chill?
dude, that would like spark some fire inside of me. That would be really hard to put out. That would start some rage against whatever shop did. I'm just thinking hypothetically of if we built a do-it-yourself spot in Cowtown.
He's just a bigger man than I am. That's what it is. He has a kid.
Yeah, true. He is a dad. Favorite scooter dad.
Maybe when I have a kid, I'll be able to. What is it? Turn the other cheek.
Alex made a good point the other day.
Oh, no.
If you guys were a scooter dad, would you be sending it like Cramps does?
Whoa.
Maybe.
No.
Because I said yesterday, I was like, kudos, bro, but I don't think I could.
I don't.
That's a risk.
I guess we'll never know. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm in the sending kind of mentality,
Dude, he hops 10 stairs to warm up now.
Yeah,
He does.
I do.
We went to Big Tempe Park. Just hopped to 10. Just hopped it for fun.
You're on that now?
yes. Yes, dude, I have to. I want to go pro before I suck, before my body sucks.
Dude.
So right now is the time before any time.
That's exactly how I feel right now.
I've been on go mode. I've been waking up at demon time on beast mode.
Whoa.
Same animal, different beast.
So does this mean this Aztec part is gonna defy reality?
I wanted to, but listen, I have been going hard for my Aztec part. It's definitely a different Daniel than you've seen in the past. I've definitely been hitting bigger stuff, and I've definitely been doing sicker shit. But I'm not like at that level yet where every clip is that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully this upcoming trip, shout out Aztec. I'm going on a filming trip with them. After the Chicago Jam, Coates and I are gonna take the bus to Cleveland, and then we're gonna travel from Cleveland to Florida, and like that whole road trip is gonna be a filming trip.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna be there like the entire time. And my plan is to really go all out, because cutoff date for filming is August 25th.
Damn.
And I don't know if I'm gonna get a trip after that. Maybe. So I'm really gonna throw down on that trip.
Do you find that your edits in the past, because you said this is your new edit that's about to come out, is going to be a whole new Daniel.
Yeah.
Would you say that your edits in the past, you would have, I don't know, 5 to 7 clips that were like real pain in the asses, but the rest of them were almost in a sense fillers? And this next one is going to be like, not every trick is like. Every time I film, I really like to incorporate something that I haven't done before. Okay.
Even if it is not the most fucked thing ever, I always want to, I don't know, every clip I want it to be progressive from the next. And these past edits, every clip I worked for, but I'm talking about like the type of spots I'm hitting. You feel me? Like the shit that I've been scared of, I'm hitting now. So like I'm warming up on 10 stairs. I haven't hit rails yet.
Am I going to say a handrail?
I'm a pussy. But like I have a great variety of flat tricks that I can do. And so like why not throw them down a set before I can't? You know?
That's facts.
Like I got them flat, so
you just got to add more airtime.
I just got to man up and do it down some. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like last night we went filming and I didn't do the most fucked shit, but I did shit that was out of my comfort zone. So like I did a front half cab over a ledge, but I incorporated an oppo bar in there just to like really spice it up.
I feel like oppo bars are one of the most underrated scooter tricks, because like to the untrained eye they just look the same as normal bars, but if you can incorporate it in spins,
you could really tell.
Yeah. Okay.
Alex told me that he couldn't tell.
Yeah, I thought you did lefty bars.
He thought I did lefty bars, but I don't. I do right bars.
Yeah, I do right bars too.
We played Scoot at Avondale, and he set an oppo bar down the stair set, like the 5 stair.
Yeah.
And I did it, and he goes, "I said oppo bar" or some shit like that. I was like, "That was my oppo bar." And he goes, "Fuck, you're good at them then."
Some people are weapons at them. They can just do them, like Derek Marr.
That's what I'm trying to be on.
Tommy C.
I'm never gonna peak. Yeah, fucking Tommy's so good. Him, Peroni.
Dude, Peroni's clips in the Europe video,
they're insane.
Dude,
he did this one line where he did like a triple heel out of No, go ahead.
I'm thinking of a different clip.
Are you talking about the whip front scooter, Smith, Manny, front feeble, 270, double whip, front Smith, like 3-bar?
Yeah, it was the three very hard tricks linked together.
Well, yeah, that was fucked, but 360 triple whip flat.
In a line.
Yeah.
He did it. And it also looked clean.
I love you, Jonathan. If you watch this and made it this far, I love you.
No, you haven't.
I'll check later.
Whatever.
Aren't you like an insane weapon at flat scoot?
No, he's not, because I win.
This boy competed in the Mad Gear Flat contest.
Yes, okay.
Isn't it like the first year too?
All 3 years, baby.
Woo!
Yeah, you were at Woodward that one year.
The champ is here.
Yeah.
Someone get him the belt. Come on.
So, dude, tell me about Mad Gear Flat
Wait,
battle.
before he tells you that, I'm going to say that I beat him last night.
Really?
Who beat you before that?
Alex did. But last night, he almost blacked me out. And then he fucked up on a set. And I came back. And I took him out.
It was literally 0-0 to nothing. And I messed up on like a trick I have. And he just came back and annihilated me.
What trick?
I messed up on a finger whip. Bro.
God's plan.
But Mad Gear Flat Scoot was honestly a trip because it started in 2013 was the first one. So it was like
They're that old?
that old.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
Yeah, so that was the first one. And I was like not known at all at the time. So they had like the submissions. So I sent in like a 15-second line where I did like, I can't even remember, probably like a triple whip, heel rewind, like a bar whip after, something like that. And yeah, I rode with mainly like, I was kind of street-ish. I was riding like an Ethic Lindworm deck and like T-bars, and it was just like a lot different. And I could like handle bright flips and stuff, but I couldn't kick listen. So I had to like bring my own tricks. So I would bring like switch tricks in, and it would mess everyone
Yeah, he still
up.
does. He gets me on switch double whips and switch double heels.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You're fucked. Fuck you.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to see more switch in scootering though.
Oh, we do too. I'm glad you said him.
Like we really.
Tommy and I practice switch, but he definitely excels quicker than I do.
I was struggling to set a switch down heel on him the other night. Like it probably cost me like 3 of my sets, and then he just gets it first try.
For anyone who wants to know why we play scoot so much, here in Arizona, the Northern boys love to play scoot before, like as warm up before any sesh, like at a skate park. So that's what we do to warm up. We play scoot.
They're just very competitive boys.
Yes.
They need to assert dominance at the very beginning of the session.
It's facts. And right now, Nolan is at the top.
Nolan's the champ at the moment.
He's the tip of the totem pole.
Sure. The tip of the
Every
toe.
time I played with Tristan, he wins.
Not every time I've played him.
Wasn't
I haven't beat Nolan though.
wasn't Mad Gear Flat Battle like the initial idea of it was for Jeremy Bow to win the entire thing?
Yes. Yes.
Who took him out?
Tommy.
Good.
For 3 years in a row, right?
Yo, when we get the
Yes.
whole team together, like together, that's gonna be an insane game of scoot.
Oh man.
We're gonna have Tommy,
gonna have
Derek, Nolan, Tristan, Jonathan,
Whoa.
me,
Tommy and Jonathan would be insane.
right?
That's gonna.
That would be insane. What? Don't count out Derek, bro. Derek's
Okay,
Yeah, Derek.
nobody just knows that he's fucked at flat because he's never showcased flat, you know?
Oh, but
You've just seen him do combos in air.
he's got
out of
180
a
triple
bank.
bars flat.
Like,
Like bar.
Yeah.
But he literally taps each one.
he's got 180 brrr. 180 brrr. They just go brrr. That's what he has. Big brrr.
Dude, I think it was so funny that Mad Gear literally had an entire flat battle
And
like,
lost.
and it was all based around like a new it was like their MFX range or something like that, wasn't it? It was all around some sort of
Yes.
line of scooter that had just came out that was ultra light or something.
I remember. 'Cause
And this was like
during
a
the interview-
giant advertising scheme to do it.
And they failed at their own scheme. That's crazy. Northern's gonna have a dodgeball tournament. So comment what brands you want to see get beaten by the Northern team.
Oh, so it's gonna be individual teams that are the dot.
The hardest part, we just need to find a team that none of our boys are on, you know? It's like we can't play North because
You
Derek's
will
on
get
it.
taken out by
We can't play
Tilt
Envy.
and Undialed.
We can't. We can handle
Me-
tilt.
Clay-
We can definitely handle
Clay
tilt.
and I will single-handedly.
No.
We just need Shelby, and you guys are fucked.
Shelby?
Oh yeah, she full time plays dodgeball.
Shelby Grimness is
Are you serious?
is a
Yeah.
weapon at the dodgeball.
Yeah, all the time. It's
I
sick.
mean, sure, she can play
but
dodgeball
also
all the
No,
the
she's
time, but is she
competitive with it.
good?
She goes to tournaments
But
and
is she
things.
good?
I assume so. You would know better than we
I
would.
think that
Because you know
started-
the bench goes to every game.
bench.
The bench goes to every game. That doesn't mean they play.
I think that started because when she worked at the vault, they were like all the employees were on a dodgeball team, and they just play random teams.
Right.
So I think that's what like sparked it.
Well, we're ready to fuck anybody up. So if whoever you want to see get blasted in the face.
Who are you worried about? What team is?
Nobody, dude. Look at me. I'm in sweats. I'm
Exactly.
comfortable.
I I don't know, man.
I stole that from Kevin Hart. I'm not worried. I can't think of one person I'm worried about because my team's stacked, bro.
Dude,
Daniel, I'm sitting right behind you, bro.
I'm not scared of you, Clayton. I will throw a rubber ball at you any day.
Bring it. Meanwhile, we're gonna have plays set up. We're gonna be calling stuff.
Tommy, Kush, and I were running Jump Street back in the day. We were running kids out of there. Tell him, Tommy.
dude, I'm gonna get a jailbreak, get my one teammate out, and once that happens, I don't care how many of you fools are on the court.
That's okay.
Do you play dodgeball where you play in a basketball court, and if you make the half court shot, that's a jailbreak?
I used to play that in elementary school.
That was fire.
Sounds pretty fire. I mean, it was fire, but I don't think there's ever been a time where someone made it.
Really?
I don't know. I was
pretty good at basketball as a kid.
a young buck. Yeah, go Suns.
Go Suns. Speaking of Suns, this is so exciting. Haven't they never made it this far ever?
Suns in 6.
Suns in 6, baby. I mean, when Nash was with us, but I don't think they made it this far.
It's been a long time.
Shout out Nash. He held down. But now Booker and CP are holding it down. Shout out to them.
Isn't all
Shout
four
out Aiden.
teams?
Shout out Johnson.
Isn't all 4 teams in the finals right now like teams that never make it this far? Isn't the Bucks, the Clippers, the Suns, and
The Hawks.
the Hawks?
Cinderella story.
That's sick. I was watching a YouTube video about just how weird these finals have been.
Yeah, but it's a Cinderella story. They never been to the ball. Like, the ball where she loses her slipper. She was a housemaid. She wasn't, hot chick.
Who brought this guy?
I'm just confused.
No,
Continue.
like Dodgeball the movie.
Dodgeball the movie.
That was a movie reference. I thought you were referencing the movie when you said a Cinderella story.
Yeah. It's a Cinderella story.
Okay.
It is. It's a Cinderella story. Because they've never been.
I've just never heard anyone outside the movie use that phrase. So I just think of that as a movie reference.
What, like Cinderella the movie, or is there another movie that
Shout out Cinderella.
Referring to a team as a Cinderella story.
That's what this is.
So do they have like a glass shoe they bring out? And
It's the trophy, homeboy. It's the ring.
dude, I hope the Suns keep going in those finals. That'd be really sick.
Yeah, we do too. They definitely got the Valley juiced up.
Like I've never seen the Valley this juiced about a sports team. I remember it was really cool when I graduated high school in the Bay Area. The Warriors won the finals the same day, and it was a really cool vibe just around the whole Bay, because it was like, one, I graduated, so that was sick, but two, it was like everyone was just stoked, and it's like I think it'd be really cool for that same feeling to come to Arizona, because I feel like it just doesn't happen that often. Like, has the Cardinals won the Super Bowl?
No, we got close though. Fuck the Steelers.
And like, what's the other one? The Dodgers?
Those
Diamondbacks.
Oh yeah, the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks are doing booty hole right now.
Yeah.
Did you hear about their record breaking?
No.
No, they've lost like consecutively 20 in a row, making it the longest losing streak in history.
Nope.
Yeah, so you hear about that?
Shut up,
20-0 is the longest losing streak?
Yeah.
I thought it would be longer than that.
I think it's yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, dang. And I went to their game too. It was crazy because they were playing the Dodgers, and it was all Dodgers fans in the Diamondback Stadium. Like, you would think,
Yeah,
all
bro.
the
Mexicans
chairs,
fold for LA.
you would think all the chairs were blue.
Mexicans
No
fold
one
for
was
LA
sitting
any
down.
day. I was at the gas station with Ricky. Shout out Ricky Teagarden. Ricky and I were in the gas station, and I was paying, and this dude behind me is like, I'm wearing this hat. Shout out Suns. He goes, "Oh, we got a Suns fan." And I turn around, I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he's going like this to his Lakers hat. He's like, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "Nah, bro, it's all good. I was born and raised here in Phoenix." And I'm like, "Oh, then why the Lakers hat?"
Wait.
And he's like, "Oh, my dad's from LA, fool." I'm like, oh, okay, fool, I'm out of here.
Wait.
Those are the worst kind
Somebody
of fools,
said that
bro.
to you in Phoenix?
Yeah, at the
Where
gas
there's
station.
the Suns fan.
Oh, no, it's cool. I was born and raised here, but my dad's from LA.
So Lakers.
Yeah, right. Mexicans fold for LA. They do. They really do.
I feel like LA, especially the Dodgers. I feel like the Dodgers are like more of a clothing icon than they are a baseball team anymore. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the Raiders.
Them and the Yankees.
Yeah. Yankee with no brim. Are the Yankees like? Are they actually a good baseball team, or they were at one point?
They for sure were. I don't know where they're standing now, though.
I don't either.
They have a sick ass logo though. I feel like that's like
Yeah,
one
I
of
have
those.
their hat.
I feel like the hat isn't even associated with the team anymore. It's just kind of just the New York logo.
Yeah.
That's Jay-Z's hat.
It's
Yeah.
Jay-Z's hat.
It's the Jiggas.
Snail.
That's funny.
All right, enough about sports. Let's get back to extreme sports, Will.
Yeah,
what we're really here for.
What we're really here for.
Come on, bro. Give us the good stuff. Give
All
us
right.
what we need, not what we want.
All right, so I feel like one of the coolest parts about scootering is the fact that we have such a cool scene behind us. We have such a. I feel like there's little instances that I don't feel like go along with this, but I feel like overall as a whole, we're a very accepting and a very loving and just a nurturing community. I feel like compared to other outside communities, and I feel like the next question that I want to ask people in general on this podcast is how do we start expanding that community? How do we start reaching corners of this world where people who might not necessarily know what scootering is will want to indulge in scootering? I feel like one of the problems with scootering right now is it's kind of a privileged sport compared to other things. And the thing that I'll compare that to is lacrosse, for example. It's like I used to play lacrosse, and when I would play lacrosse, it wasn't really that well known, and the only people that ever really played it were kind of people that were well off with money, and then that happened to just be like the more like white neighborhoods. And I feel like scootering is kind of the same way. It's like, where's scootering the biggest? It's the biggest in like Europe, it's the biggest in Australia, it's the biggest in America, and those are like kind of all just white countries. And I feel like in order for scootering to really, really break ground and really, really start going places as a community and as a bigger culture, like we need to start expanding it to other countries. We need to start going into more niche neighborhoods. We need to start going into overall just a more bigger outlook on just the whole community. And I think scootering has a really big advantage to do that. I think the thing that a lot of people don't talk about within scootering is like, scooter is a damn good transportation vehicle that like anybody can ride. And it's like how can we bring transportation into more parts of this world that would then introduce people to the idea of even doing tricks on it at all? Because I feel like for people to want to indulge in the scooter trick culture, they have to somehow personally relate to it in the first place. And if they're riding a scooter to work every day, then they can kind of understand. So it's like, I don't know, from your guys' opinion, how do we start expanding scootering? What are certain steps that you feel like we need to start taking or
My personal opinion is I feel like it's tough to do that because of the outlets that we have.
Yeah.
We don't have any other outlets besides the ones in our community. So wherever we present scootering, however we present scootering, it's directed straight back to us from us. You know what I mean?
So how do we break that wall?
I don't know yet.
Because I feel like I know
We could all just pitch in on a Super Bowl commercial. Really sick one
Imagine.
though.
I know because Daniel, I know we've talked in the past just like what is the initial push to like make
Well, what
scootering
would be
cool?
sick is if I know a ton of scooter riders are talented in other fields, and it'd be sick if they don't abandon their hobby of scootering. Or like, for example, the first one that comes to my head is whenever dudes try to become rappers or producers or whatever, they immediately restart their Instagram, start from zero, and never, ever, ever include scootering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like the wackest shit ever because you'll see them at a skate park like a year later. Yeah, bro, I'm trying to get back into it. Blah, 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 blah. Like, you got any extra parts? Whoop de yada. It's like, dog, why'd you even like, you could have still scootered. There's nothing lame about it. Like, just keep doing it.
How
You
do
know
we
what I mean?
I feel like it's interesting that people do that. Like it's
Like skaters never abandon skating. Dudes
No.
that model still skate. Dudes that act still skate. There's fucking NFL players that skate, basketball players that skate. You know what I mean? They never abandon skating, and so that is an outlet outside of skateboarding that the main public gets to see.
Yo, we do have a supercross racer,
Who?
Austin Faulkner.
I don't know who that is, but
He's
that's
just
cool.
like, he just scooters for fun. Like, this is what he does. I met him at my local park in Amarillo.
Mhm.
It was really cool.
That's
And,
fire. Like Juju hasn't abandoned scootering.
no. I
He
feel like
embraces it the most.
I feel like in a lot of circumstances, when you talk about these people restarting from to zero, I feel like in a lot of circumstances, the scootering could potentially help them with those other avenues. You know what I'm trying to say?
Because
Like,
dude, they would stand out.
yeah,
It would be such a unique variable to them compared to everyone else in that other field that's already oversaturated.
So I feel like the question comes down to is like how do we make people like proud to scooter? I guess that's what it comes down to, because I feel like the reason that people take their every bit of their scooter history down is they think that the scootering is gonna like hurt their potential next endeavors. So
I don't know, dude. There's really nothing we could do about it. Because I feel like I've never had an issue with scootering. No one's ever like, I mean, I have gotten backlash from it at the skate park from skaters,
yeah,
but that's like whatever. I've always been a confident person enough to be just like whatever, dog, suck my dick. But like I've heard kids at school would get bullied for scootering, and you know, some kids just can't take it. They don't want that. You know what I mean? So I feel like kids who go through that trauma, it definitely lingers on later on in the future.
What demographic of kids do you think get picked on? And the only reason I ask that is because I feel like when I go to more out there countries, for example, I go to Lithuania or something like that, and no one will hate on you for scootering there, because scootering is categorized in the exact same category in people's minds as skateboarding and biking, and it's like well,
that's because skating is like Americanized.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
So it's like to the average pedestrian, it's just like they could look at a skateboarder, they could look at a scooter rider, they just see the same person, you know, they just see a person doing that activity. But I feel like in America, it's like the pedestrians or a certain group of people, because I don't feel like it's everybody. I feel like it's just a niche group of people have looked far enough in action sports where they can actually break between like, oh, that's a skateboarder, that's a scooter rider. And I feel like maybe when somebody's mind is in that place, it's like I feel like that's almost probably a privilege to be able to think like that, because it's like if you're thinking like that, you're probably not worrying about food, you're probably not worrying about your place to sleep, you know, you
have other things to...
and it's like how do we make that initial shift in people's minds to look at scootering in a different outlet? Because I feel like everybody in this entire apartment complex, everybody in Tempe, everyone knows what like a razor fold-up is. Like it's just, there's not a identity behind the razor scooter that makes people feel one way or another. I feel like when people look at a skateboarder, they're like, oh, rebellious, or ooh, this.
I feel like they just think Tony Hawk.
But when they look at a scooter, they don't have an identity to like put behind that. And it's like, how are we going to make the moves to put an identity behind how somebody sees a scooter? You know what I mean? I feel like that's the next objective to really accomplish in scootering, is to give the average pedestrian some mental cliff note of what scootering is. Because I feel like if it's anything right now, it's negative. It's little kid. It's immature. It's getting in your way, or it's man on bird scooter, you know. It's like it's like how do we shift people's minds into thinking like scootering is sick as fuck? Because if that shift happens, if that shift is able to go, then everyone, because what I think is funny is there's so many closet scooter riders. There's so many people that like scootering, but they'll never like.
Every skater is a closet scooter rider.
Absolutely. And it's like if they could enjoy scootering and look at it like in a sense of, damn, this is cool, then like, dude, there's no stopping scootering. Like, right. Like there. So it's just like, and what's funny is it's like, it's not even a tangible thing we have to like do. It's just like, it's this opinion, this huge opinion that we have to I got it. Shift.
We get one brand, a sick ass brand. Aztec, Tilt. Who else? We get Aztec or Tilt to endorse a celebrity to show up on a red carpet with a scooter. And that's that. All the
But
publicity
who?
in the world. I don't know.
Who?
Someone
Yeah, who?
sick
I
as
know,
fuck.
it depends who.
If Aztec had to,
Who? Drake?
Drake.
The Rock.
Nah, the Rock's like catered to moms now. Drake. all right. We'll think younger demographic. How about, man? Is Pooh Shiesty locked up still?
I feel like if Chief Keef rocked up on a Tilt Complete,
Yes.
Yes, that's what
You
we
got
need.
it.
That's
You got
the one.
it.
and he was just like, he had the same, like the.
If he showed up and did the zig short like the zig short gun bars thing, and it was like, yeah, if Chief Keef did the scoot
Bang, bang.
just bang, it'd be over.
It'd be over. Okay, you know the guy, the
What is skateboarding after that?
the guy who's. I don't like all these people talking shit on Chief Keef. I don't, you know that guy. We need to find that guy, and we need him. We need to get him real riled up, so that way he can record a song.
Oh,
Love
dog. I need to write it down.
Imagine if that was the intro of the Northern video. Just you find the guy.
Bro, you don't need to imagine it for that long. I'm gonna get it handled. That's a great idea. I'm really writing this down.
So we need to find that man, and we need to shift the mindset. I feel like another really great way that we could shift the mindset
Is if a famous female dates a scooter rider. Yeah.
true. Like,
Well, like
oh,
how famous? Because
if a scooter
I don't know,
rider,
dude. Imagine Will with the Kardashian.
if a scooter rider could somehow secure the bag with like Billie Eilish or something like that, or
It's
or
who the fuck is it?
we just need to win over the women. That's what we got to do.
dude, there's a scooter rider. I forgot his name, but I think he lives in Russia. And he's dating this chick that has like 2 mil on Instagram.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
who is she?
she's some Russian model.
Exactly, bro. But you know every Kardashian.
Is it the guy on AO?
We need that level. We need an A-lister. We need an A-lister fucking a scooter rider.
We do. Who's it gonna be?
All right,
If
I'll
there's-
take one for the team.
I will gladly take Gal Gadot. That's Wonder Woman. If nobody knows who that is.
We need
Yes, we do.
Or Tessa
Leticia to
Thompson.
start dating a scooter rider.
She does. I don't think she messes with scooters. Like,
I heard a rumor about a certain scooter rider who got to dance in a club with her in Barcelona.
yeah, but they didn't have the scooter on them.
It's true.
I don't think she would do anything for us because it would just cater to the only other people outside of scooting that would see that is skateboarding. That's it.
True. Very true.
Like I'm telling you, we need fucking who's on the same level as like Kylie.
Madonna.
Nah, she old as hell.
Fresher.
Yeah, we need fresh,
Ooh.
funky fucking fresh.
What's that?
But not a
Doja Cat.
TikToker.
Doja Cat would work, but I don't know. She's nasty. She likes Hopper.
Hopper from Bug's Life.
Yeah, that shit was
You
shit was
can look
grimy.
that up. She has a crush on him.
Really?
That shit was grimy as hell.
He's nasty.
Yeah, and she has a crush on him.
Ew.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, but I think like Kendall or Kylie, they would have to be one
have
of
to be
them.
one of them.
Yo, Ariana Grande.
That
That could work.
That could
That
work.
would work.
Selena Gomez.
Oh, that would work. I love Selena. That would work.
Miranda Cosgrove.
I mean, I don't know. I
She
feel like
was
she's
in that movie, North Hollywood.
yeah. Did you watch it? Did you watch North Hollywood?
Yeah.
It was. What did you think?
It was cool, definitely cheesy at moments. Like,
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
yeah,
Hey,
I'm
Daniel.
gonna be a pro skateboarder.
Hear this one out. I was talking with this about Tommy Dang yesterday.
Mhm.
What if you showed me this anime a while ago about volleyball,
Yeah, Haikyuu.
and that shit was crazy.
That's amazing.
And like what if there was a scooter anime that was just as intense?
Well, if anyone has to do it, it's gonna be us, or else it'd be corny, and it would be completely like all the other, like when shit's not produced by no, because fucking North Hollywood was produced by skaters, and it was still a little cheesy. But like, I don't know, anytime you see any brand that isn't core skating, it's always corny, cheesy. Like runway shit is gross when they try to incorporate skating. I feel like that's what it would be with scooters too. I feel like they make it very kid friendly because of the fact that it's scooters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it would have to be someone in the scooter community, core scooter community, who doesn't really like want to put a filter on it. It might have to be me, but I gotta make time for it.
Imagine if we could get the Asian scooter community popping, like to the point that we had like people in Japan making scooter animes that we'd had to translate.
Dude,
Like,
that'd be crazy.
that would be the hardest thing ever. That'd be so sick.
If they make it hard, if they make it good.
Well, I'm only assuming they would. I can only hope.
Scootering needs to break into China too.
Well, did you read that article from Trendkill? It was probably like a year and a half ago, where they did an interview with, I can't recall his name.
Switch Whip?
No.
Sean?
I don't think it was with Sean, but I love Switch Whip. He's the man. If you're watching this, Sean. But basically, there's super strict regulations on the YouTube in China. Like,
Yeah, he told me that.
yeah,
Sean's the one who told me
can't
that.
watch a lot of videos,
Right.
and it's like really tough.
He told me that when I met him at Woodward. Which made me curious as to how he found Peachy. Like Peachy scooter videos where they were like he was able to watch those.
Yeah, he was able to watch. Or
Out of like and Peachy's wasn't that known, but like some kid from China was able to watch Peachy scooter videos, and that's how he knew us at Woodward. Really weird.
That's insane. Sean works for Tilt now.
Dude, so DVDs could work in China.
Ooh.
If we do like demos in China and give DVDs out like to kids, like sick ass DVDs that we made, like real sick videos.
With
That would spark
with like no real dialogue in it. It's just like the art. It's just so that way, regardless of there's no language barrier. It's just like only vibes.
Right.
That'd be sick.
But I feel like that would work.
that would.
Because, I mean, they can't watch it all on YouTube, which is where we all watch it. So, like, pro demos and DVDs would work in China. And other countries where that's a thing.
But also something to think about is like, since it's communist, when you go in and they saw a bunch of DVDs, would they just confiscate the DVDs?
Oh, shit, I don't even know.
I don't know.
It's a whole nother world.
Unless you get the DVDs made in China. And then you secure them at the factory.
Yo. We're on to something.
Plots.
Because I feel like really important. We need to get Asian scooter culture going. That needs to be jumping.
Boom.
South American as well.
Boom.
That I feel like that is such an untapped.
Oh, shit, my bad. I'll stop banging on the table. I've been doing push-ups with Tommy.
And me.
And Alex.
But South America, like Brazil, I know there's a couple scooter shops down there, and then up through like Panama, up through that, and then joining North America. I feel like Mexico needs to get more of a spotlight. Clayton and I are actually going to Guadalajara while
I feel like the scene is growing in Mexico for sure.
It is. But
There's
I
just
feel
not
like
as big of a spotlight out there.
But I feel like no one's putting them on the spotlight. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like the scene's growing. They just don't have an outlet to reach all of our eyes.
Chama is definitely trying to.
So
100%.
So what Clayton and I are actually going to end up doing is we're going to Guadalajara for their video contest. And the video contest is very interesting. I don't know if you guys know the premise of it. So because none of the scooter riders over there can afford cameras or have cameras or a computer with editing software like what, for example, like Coalition would be or something else, like because those resources just aren't as accessible, they're basically doing an entire video contest over the course of a week where everything is filmed on your phone and edited on your phone and then presented at the end of the week. And I think that, like, obviously I'd prefer it was on cameras. That'd be cooler, but the conditions don't allow. And I think that this is a great step, like at least in the right direction. And And I feel like so basically what Clayton and I are going to go down there is we're going to go and we're going to document this whole like procedure that goes down, this whole procedure following each one of the crews on different days. And we're really going to try to encapsulate just the scene down there and the vibe, because I feel like Mexico has such an emerging scooter scene. I just feel like it's never been put on the spotlight, especially like besides for maybe like the Tijuana riders. Those are the only ones I ever really see get put on the spotlight because scooter farm riders will go down there or whatnot. But like deep within Mexico, the only footage I've really seen from there is like shit from like the proto DVDs. Yeah. Like, and those are all American riders down there. It's not like Mexican riders. And I feel like that's what, like, we need to show that. Like, that's important. Yes. But also like, what else is amazing is like the Russian scooter community that's happening right now. Like the hype that's happening behind Russia. There's certain Undialed posts we'll post where we'll post a Russian kid and there will be not a single English comment on an Undialed post. And it's just like, what? Like the
yeah, I've heard plenty of times that the scooter community in Russia is popping, which is why Proto sponsored Vlad.
Yeah.
And Aztec was trying to look for a rider out there too. I think we did sponsor a rider out there, right?
On Aztec's YouTube.
And it's literally just because of the fact that it's popping out there. Like for the only, like, that's it. But like, we don't see that here. At least I don't. We just see the riders that the brands out here put on.
I feel like it's almost the same circumstance as China, where they get it, since they're communist, they potentially might get blocked, or they might be able to not see all of the media that we have here. And I don't know, that's unfortunate.
DVDs. We gotta kick it old school.
We just need to create a scooter app that just like goes like basically breaches all the windows that like Instagram couldn't do, and it's just like a scooter chat app that like anyone can talk in that won't get stopped by governments. That'd be sick, but that's a lot of money and time.
You have Discord.
True.
But
I'm not sure if they allow Russia.
So then scratch that.
So then scratch that.
I would find that.
But damn, scootering is so sick.
Yeah, if I say so myself. I love to scooter.
But I don't know. What do you guys have anything that you'd want to see come to fruition in the future with scootering? Like, do you have any goals as a scooter community that you'd want to see flourish, or that you'd want to see come out that are not here yet?
Yeah, I'd like to see consistent videos. Like Thrasher posts an edit every fucking day. And it's because they really put the resources behind it. You know, they have teams of filmers, teams of editors, and they hold that valuable. And I wish that was a thing in scootering.
I feel like a big thing about Thrasher is, I feel like because Thrasher was the magazine and they've been the spotlight for so long, I feel like when YouTube happened and it kind of just translated over to that, they were fortunate to have all the brands still want to just, there was one central source that all the brands would send. And I feel like that's a problem in scootering is.
That's definitely what Trendkill's trying to be. Yeah. And to an extent, they are doing that because there are a lot of YouTube channels that aren't popping. Most of, like, a bunch of scooter shops aren't popping. So you'll see a lot of like welcome tos on Trendkill for scooter shops. But I feel like scootering is kind of stuck in the mentality of like, we want our YouTube channel to pop because that's how it used to be. Like why
do you think that is?
I don't know. That's just like the dragon that we've been chasing. You know, like that used to be the Scooter Zone. Dude, views used to go crazy on YouTube for scooter edits. Like as a kid, I never looked at views. Never, ever, ever did I look at views. But now that I'm older and like it matters, I've definitely peeped the views on some of the old videos I used to watch, and they did numbers. It's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like what's potentially interesting about every company wanting their own YouTube, every company wanting their own power over it, I think a lot of that might have to do with the initial YouTube boom that happened, I think, around like when Tanner Fox blew up and when Raymond really started blowing up, or even when Undialed started to as well. I feel like there was a lot of eyes that were put onto scooter riders that were making a shit ton of money off YouTube.
Yeah.
And then the companies were like, yo, we got to tap into that somehow. So then every company was like,
oh, yeah, 100%. I totally blanked on the fact that a bunch of scooter brands are owned by non-scooter riders. They're straight businessmen.
yeah.
So when businessmen saw the opportunity to make money off of YouTube and definitely like exploit that opportunity, that's why they were stuck on, let's make our YouTube pop. You know?
I feel like as a community, we just need to pull together and like just agree on one source. So that way,
I don't know if that'll ever happen, honestly.
You don't think?
No.
Do you think if the media viewing platform changed from YouTube to something else, hypothetically, that it would have the potential of doing it then? Because I feel like, for example, like the YouTube of DVDs was DVD players, you know, like that's what played the content. And I feel like YouTube is just what plays the content. And I feel like if there was a new medium of content that could come out, that would be the chance for scootering to really come together and just have like one media source page. But it's tough because there's so many personal, what's the word? Interest involved, you know? There's so many people are kind of greedy about it.
I mean, even if the brand would be kind enough, or not even kind enough, we'll find the value in making an edit for. I back trend kill 100%. So I'm gonna say trend kill.
So let me ask you, why do you upload Northern videos to your YouTube and not trend kill?
Well, I have a couple of trend kill videos on there. Like
Okay.
I personally wanted my scooter farm video to be on trend kill,
And
then
not on the farm.
right, not on the farm. What other Northern video did I get on there? I did
Derek Mars, AZ. No, that's Nolan's.
No.
Nolan's. We got Nolan's AZ Heat on there, and I want to make more, but like even just a couple here and there.
Gotcha.
Like I still want to post on Northerns because I'm stuck in that loop as well. But I also want to make edits on trend kill. You know what I mean? And if every brand was doing that, then it'd be a couple steps in the right path. Because even Nike puts edits on Thrasher.
Yeah.
And Nike has their own, like Nike skateboarding, and they post edits, but they will, here and there, you will see one on Thrasher, you know?
That's true.
But brands don't even make edits.
It's the people.
Riders make edits.
Yeah.
Brands don't make edits. And I wish that they did. It would be tight.
What would it look like?
Not all, I'm not talking about all brands.
What would it look like in your opinion for brands making edits? Would that just be supplying all of the equipment to the riders, or
No, because not every rider can film.
yeah.
Like, you are one rider. Well, let's give Will a camera. Now you have to find someone to use that camera to film you.
True.
Where's the value in giving you the camera?
Yeah.
That makes no sense at all.
I feel like there needs to be a dedicated filmer on each team that gets flown out more than anybody.
Boom. That's what I mean. That makes the most sense. That makes the most sense. But
I mean, it can also be in your crew or team. Like in mine, in Kinetic, it's me and Corey Lane. Like, we got each other's back. He's filming everyone. I'm filming everyone. If he wants a clip, I film him. If I want a clip, he films me. And if the rest of the crew wants footage, we'll divvy it up. I'll film, he'll film. So it's not only on someone, because we both want to ride and we want footage, but we know someone has to do the backbone of filming. So we put it on ourselves.
yeah, 100%. But like, if a brand was to hit you up and now Corey has to do all that work, like you guys are doing the work for yourselves
Exactly.
because you love it.
Yeah.
But now you have to do it for someone else who's going to profit off of your guys' hard work. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, I mean, more variables come into play when it comes to that.
That's true.
Tell me about Kinetic Crew real fast.
Yeah.
I've seen Kinetic Crew, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not entirely familiar with the history of it or how it came together or who's even in it. And
So,
I just want to hear about it a little bit.
Yeah. So like when you were talking earlier about Valley Heat,
Yeah.
that's basically what Kinetic evolved from. Back in the day, I used to be in a crew called BFCM, which
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was like Cameron Poe. It was Isaac Padilla. He like made the crew, it kind of fizzled out.
Was it was big fat?
big fat cock munchers?
Yeah. Similar to DTDF.
Yeah, I basically stole the idea. The original name was Out Here Young Cartel.
Wasn't Hoyt in it too?
Yeah, Hoyt, Aaron Watson, a bunch of people
who don't
like,
ride
Santa
anymore.
Clarita locals.
Yeah, it was like Santa Clarita locals. Nathan
Because
Franco.
isn't that where Isaac?
Yeah, Isaac's from the Valley, which is kind of by there. But he worked at the Santa Clarita Scooter Zone.
Yeah, I remember that.
Basically, and Zach Poon was in it too.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
His part was my favorite one.
Yeah.
With Bleach, Zach riding a proto deck.
Yeah.
BFCM.
Exactly.
Beat, right?
Yeah, BFCM.
BFCM. His part was my favorite. No offense to anybody else, but I loved Zach's part the best.
Oh yeah.
When that fizzled out, because everyone stopped riding except for me and Isaac, it kind of left like this weird hole. And I kind of just, Zach convinced me actually to buy an HMC 150. And I bought it and I was like, damn, what are we going to do with this? And me and all my local guys and from like a 1 hour like radius got together and we made like a full length. And yeah, so that was the kinetic full length. We recently dropped Inertia at the end of 2020. And funny you mentioned, both of those we released on Trendkill, and they did notably well compared to other videos on Trendkill. And it kind of leaves me at a weird point where I'm like, I kind of want to build the kinetic YouTube, but it's complicated now that I've released my biggest projects on Trendkill.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to just continue to follow that? Or how can I build kinetic?
The other scary thing about that too is hypothetically, what if something happens to Trendkill? Then it's like, then it's all your work gone. You know what I mean? You're kind of putting the ball. You're kind of putting the ball in somebody else's court.
Yeah. But yeah, we're a crew that makes shirts, stickers. We're releasing a magazine too.
Really?
Tell
Tell me about that.
Yeah. I just thought about it at the beginning of the year. I was like, dude, when was the last time you saw a scooter magazine?
I think the only one is the Vault Zine.
Yeah,
and that's just an
exactly.
advertisement. Let's be real.
Exactly. Well, so prior Vault
Hey,
Zine,
Austin tries his best.
prior
No, it's
Vault
beautiful,
Zines
but it's an
had
advertisement.
Actual like
It is.
stuff in it, but yeah, advertisement. So I took it upon myself to learn InDesign and make a mag. So I have interviews with Anton Abramson about Priorities, the Bay Area video that came out, Ryan Myers on Hello Grip, Snail about the East Coast, and just a bunch of stuff. So that should be coming out in the future.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are you planning to do print?
Yeah, print.
Okay.
For sure.
What is your objective behind the print magazines? Is it a more of a passion project, or do you see yourself really selling these?
I see it more as a passion project.
Okay.
Honestly, I know it's not saturated market at all, but it's more just to do it and document these things.
Absolutely.
Because I think that's what's truly important to me,
Mm-hmm.
to leave some kind of print in this industry.
Yeah. It's such a bummer that prints just aren't really a thing anymore compared to like what they were, you know? I feel like there was this small period of time where magazines were the primary medium of communicating new subjects. And I feel like that got completely overtaken by the internet. So like I can imagine being a skater back in the 80s and like getting your photo
Your new magazine with you on it.
like that would be the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like you can't top that, you know? No, I think that's so great. You're bringing another scooter magazine in. I feel like because there was Scoot Mag at one point, and and there was like 3 of them. I thought
Wasn't there Dialed?
Dialed.
there was Dialed, Scoot Mag,
That's awkward.
and I think there was one more, but I can't even remember. Oh, it was a Spanish magazine. It was a Spanish magazine that was produced and made in Spain. I actually have a copy of it, which is hilarious.
What about that one something toast or butter or something?
French toast.
French toast.
And then
Yeah.
Paul Ofsina created like this one, the Swallow Mag or something like that. That was like, it was only like a one-off thing, but I think he was trying to start it into more. I'm not sure, but going back to Kinetic Crew. Sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent. So what's like your objectives with your crew? I mean, obviously it's to have fun and like enjoy your time with your fellow
it's all
friends.
serious. It's all business.
Business.
There's no
we only
fun.
talk money,
Yep.
checks,
Yes.
hustle.
When they take team trips, it's to the bank.
Ramen every night.
Come on, dog. Like, yo, what's this guy's problem, dude? Like, the fuck? We don't have fun over here. You see the bags under my eyes? No fun.
So
Little bags.
Only make deposits. Haven't made a withdrawal in months. Don't need to.
something about, as far as Kinetic, what I think is really beautiful is that we still have the same crew that we started. And I want to say the only people that are sponsored in the group are myself and Zach Poon, and we're on the vault. Everyone else, like, it's all purely just for the love of the sport or for the love of scootering that we're doing this. So I don't think we have an end goal. Just create some beautiful projects, and if we can release products along the way, we'll see what happens down the line. We don't have we have like big picture ideas, but that comes with a lot more business structure. And right now, for the most part, it's just me doing the majority of filming, editing, design stuff. Of course, I have help from Corey, Tyler Bodie, Carson Davis, and my boys. But yeah, it's going to take a lot more.
Hell yeah. No, I think that's some of the most wholesome things I feel like you could possibly do in scootering is just creating stuff that is literally just for your boys. You know what I mean? And stuff for the people that you genuinely care about. I feel like that, like,
I do it for my city.
well, Daniel does it for his city, but I'm glad that you're really pushing that. You know what I mean? I feel like that's important. But oh yeah,
Go Suns.
Go Suns. Hell yeah, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right there. I feel like this has been a really solid and fun podcast. Thank you guys once again so much for coming on.
Dude, I didn't want to, but Tommy made me.
Thank you, Tommy.
Tommy was like, bro,
got on
come
here just to say Suns and 6.
So Suns and 6. You guys will watch them win the finals. It's just gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And if you are a Bucks fan, I'm sorry. And if you are a Clippers fan, you almost had it. And
You had the refs on your side, but
is there
enough.
Hawk fans?
Maybe.
bitch, there might be.
No.
But everyone loves the Sun.
Yes, 100%.
And on that note, we will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out, guys.
Later.
Peace. Use Burrito as shop at Scooter Farm.